Hi, everybody. All right, I'm going to go over week 21. So here's our agenda. On Monday, we got rescheduled. So Monday now, we will have the counselors come in and go over our choice sheets. These will be sent home, so please make sure these are getting looked over with your family. Then on Tuesday, we'll have seed. Wednesday is the 100th day of school. Make sure you check the class dojo message that I sent home about that. And then Thursday, we'll have our seed tutoring as well for those that are doing that. And then in science, we're going to continue. This is our last week with weathering, erosion, and deposition. So we're going to start off the week just finishing up some things that we didn't get to complete last week with um, school being out and things like that. And then we'll do that. And then again, the rest of the week is just concentrating on being able to excuse me, being able to identify those three processes. So, weathering is that breaking down, erosion, that movement, that carrying it, that sediment away, and then deposition when that stops and gets deposited. So, we'll take a quiz at the end of the week on those three things. The links here can be all clicked on, and in Google Classroom, um, there's anything right here that says science. So we'll be doing this note taking guide. And then there's a water cycle quick check from this is just assigned to some of you that were out. So I need three more of those. This will be our quiz. And then some of us didn't finish this. So we'll go over that and have time. And then there's a reading here as well. So links on the choice board, or not the choice board, links on the agenda, and then links on Google Classroom. Then in reading, we've been reading a lot about argumentative text. Now we're going to switch roles and we're going to do the writing part. So we're going to use a strategy called Oreo, and it stands for opinion for the O, and then the R is reasons, the E is examples, and then the O is opinion again. So we're going to look at using that strategy to come up with our well, first we'll have to brainstorm our own topic. So think about something that you want um, to write that would be argumentative and follow those same elements that we've been talking about that are within this genre. And we'll take it through the writing process and apply what we learned from reading them to our own writing. And then Friday, once they're published, we'll share those with the class. Um, in writing, we're going to continue our grammar practice and have some additional time for that writing. And then we'll take our quiz on our grammar that Friday. In math, I still need to finish this, but we're working with units of measurement. So we're looking at metric and customary units, and we're looking at how we convert one to another. So how do we go from inches to feet, or how do we go from um, looking at different times, seconds to minutes and things like that. So we'll we'll be looking at that all throughout the week, and we'll get into practicing not just the conversions, but identifying the correct unit as well. So, for example, if I'm trying to measure the distance to school, I'm not going to, get out my ruler. That would take forever. I'm going to use the appropriate unit. So we'll be going through that all week. And then in social studies, um, we're still continuing with social studies, our studies weekly 10. And this is all about traveling west. So on Monday and Tuesday, we're going to watch a Lewis and Clark video. And then, like I said, we'll continue where we left off in that studies weekly number 10. And then here's our special schedule. And then the other things on here, there was a lot of science. Our agendas here. homework, there will be a paper copy, and then there is a social studies video, and that kind of goes same thing with the Lewis and Clark. This one's a little bit shorter, and then there's some math here, talking about the conversions, like I talked about, and then reading. I'm really trying to get the kids to increase their reading stamina. And so, we always say 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. We're kind of getting to that point where we should be trying to increase that now and getting closer to 45 minutes to an hour, and just really being able to sit with a book and enjoy it, and not, have a bunch of distractions around us, just being able to focus for longer periods of time on what we're reading. And then if, not necessarily the whole hour, but if you, parents, if you're watching this, if you could sit with your child for part of that and have them read to you, and practice their fluency. So the speed that they read, and just the way that they're being expressive with their voice, practice that, and that will help them big time. And then let's see. So here we've got math stuff on here. We'll go over that. And then this is just a game board. So you go around and each one has a different game to practice what we've been practicing in math. And then this one we'll do in class, how do they relate? And so this is talking about gallons and quarts and cups and all that. Reading. Some of you finished this. Um, if we haven't finished it, we'll have time, and then this will be the kind of the text that we'll be looking at to model how our writing should look. And then I talked about the science, and then math. Again, some of us did not finish this from last week. This ed puzzle. You click the link, and there will be questions throughout. Make sure you answer the questions. And then science, science, science. All right, I already talked about that. And then the choice board is up here. So the choice board I updated. Um, these will be our workstations that we'll be working on. So you have books in Epic that go over measurement, and there's some learning videos as well in there. So you can log into your Epic, and then you go to the mailbox at the top, and it should have a little notification showing that I assigned those. This Khan Academy is over volume. There's that game board that I was talking about that has the different measurements, and then there's that how they relate. So on this one, you're going to click the shapes and see how many of them you can fill to make a gallon, and that'll help you with the knowing the conversions for those. Then in the math video supports, we are getting close to wrapping up our unit on area, perimeter, and volume. So if you have been absent, or if you just feel like you need some extra support, there's a playlist of videos about area and perimeter, and then there's a playlist for volume as well. So you can click those, and it'll start playing the first video, but there will be several that are in that playlist. So you can watch those to help support you with that. And I think that's it. So let me know if you have any questions. And again, please follow if you do have to be out. Please follow those links on the agenda and the choice board and Google Classroom, and try to make sure that you're keeping up the best you can. And then I also need everybody to go in, those of you that were out, if you missed any day, please log into your Aware on Launchpad, and please make sure that your assignments in Aware have all been completed, and you don't have anything in there that's still waiting to be done. All right, thank you.